Don't let the million-dollar headlines fool you. There are still suburbs in San Diego County where you can stretch your purchasing power without giving up sunshine, backyard access, or access to mountains, lakes, and the coast. These are the 7 most affordable suburbs in San Diego County. Hi, I'm Jennifer St. Clair, and you're watching Living in San Diego, your guide to what it's really like to move here, live here, and love living here. What we're going to cover today are typical price ranges, housing stock age, renovation realities, commute realities, lifestyle perks, schools, why the values are lower, where the appreciation shows up, and what to look for when you visit. We're honest, not alarmist, balanced, not sugar-coated. And remember, this isn't a ranking, we're just choosing based upon lifestyle. All right, let's get started with number 1. El Cajon. If you want the most square footage for the budget, space for toys, and backyard usability, El Cajon shows up. Most single-family homes trade from $650,000 to $900,000 depending upon upgrades and location, and they're typically between the 1970s and 80s tract homes with great remodeling bones. New construction opportunity out in El Cajon is minimal, with most opportunity through infill projects or updating of existing homes. School performance varies by campus. You'll want to review individual reports and find out what program's best for you guys. The garages, workshops, RVs, and weekend desert trips are what make El Cajon a huge draw. Sunshine microclimate, fewer cloudy coastal mornings are delightful. The values are lower, however, because there is some older housing stock, street-to-street variation, and commercial corridors that are still evolving. So as you drive around El Cajon, you can get some hit or miss from part to part. And El Cajon also has several distinctive pockets out there, such as Granite Hills or Rancho San Diego type areas, where you should drive around and kind of get the feel of what's important to you if you're going to move to El Cajon. The appreciation is going to show up in renovated ranch homes, which create great sales, and they lift the entire pocket of areas there. Buyers who can see past the cosmetic finishes are going to tend to win here. Okay, close by, not too far, a little bit north, is Lakeside 92040. Lakeside is where hobby garage culture meets canyon views and trail access. The typical price range is $650,000 to $850,000 for single-family homes built in the 1970s to 1990s. Typically ranch-style, simple layouts, easy to upgrade with good bones. New construction is very limited. Again, infill projects, fewer new construction areas, a lot of remodel opportunities. There's several schools that feed Lakeside: Lakeside Farms Elementary, Lindo Park, Tierra del Sol, Lakeside Middle, and El Capitan High. You're going to want to check campus performance because it varies. There's charter and vocational pathways as well that appeal to different priorities. Lifestyle out there is room for trailers, side-by-sides, and gear. This is an outdoor recreation energy. The values are lower there because of the longer drives to coastal job centers and limited walkable nodes. The appreciation shows up in the lot size and garage utilities. Buyers pay for usable space more than ever these days. Okay, let's head south to Spring Valley. 91978 and 91977. Hilltops, canyon breezes, and backyard potential. Generally priced $700,000 to about $950,000 with premium view streets pushing higher. Typical home age is about 1950s to 1970s construction. It's cosmetic remodel heaven. ADUs are the story here. Very, very little new construction is available. Again, infill, one-off projects, and adding accessory dwelling units is where it's at for any kind of new construction generally in Spring Valley. Schools here are mixed performance, with Sweetwater Springs Elementary, La Presa Middle and Elementary, Steel Canyon High, and Monte Vista High. There are some charter school flexibility with the Leap Academy and Mount Miguel High as well. Lifestyle in Spring Valley are sunset views, local taco shops, and hillside privacy. Let's talk Dictionary Hill. Driving up is steep enough to make your coffee nervous, but the views are worth every heartbeat up there. Dictionary Hill has the steepest grades and some of the greatest views up there. I don't generally recommend it just because I don't like the steepness of the roads there, but man oh man, does it really give you some great views. Go check it out if you're in town. Dictionary Hill. The values are lower there because of the older infrastructure and inconsistent curb appeal. It can be hit or miss with the zoning out there. But the appreciation shows up with view streets, accessory dwelling units, and renovation waves that move uphill. I've sold dozens of homes in this area during the Great Financial Crisis, and I've watched the improvement stack by stack, block by block, so this is not your Spring Valley of 20 years ago. By the way, if you're relocating to San Diego or thinking about it and you want a head start, please download my free relocation guide. The QR code's here, top pinned comment here. We've done all the work for you. It'll save you tons of time, or simply just pick up the phone and give me a call. Guess what? I answer my phone. Somebody called me yesterday. We had a nice conversation. They want to sell 2 homes and relocate to San Diego in a year. So we're planning now for that. Don't wait till the last minute. Next to Spring Valley, and also on this list, is Lemon Grove, 91945. Yes, it used to be a lemon grove. I know that's shocking. It was hard for you to figure that out, but let me just tell you the history of Lemon Grove. Sorry, making these videos, I have to add some levity, people. Come on. I know you get bored with me just talking into the camera. So, okay, back to focusing on Lemon Grove. If you love mid-century charm and neighborhood patios, Lemon Grove hits the spot. The price range is generally $675,000 to about $900,000. The home stock is 1950s to 1960s single-story footprints with incredible potential, and there is minimal new construction, mostly remodels, additions, and infill projects. The school systems here: San Miguel Elementary, Lemon Grove Elementary, Helix Charter, and Mount Miguel are some of your options. There's also the Lemon Grove Academy with a STEAM-themed public pathway for you. Lemon Grove is characterized by walkable pockets, neighborhood breakfast spots, and trolley access for urban commuting. And the values are lower here because it has smaller commercial zones and some aging infrastructure. It's just not as highly desirable. I don't have a lot of clients that ask to move there, but the price point is very manageable. There's a lot of room for selling to investors if you purchase now a good-sized lot. And with all of the infill projects that we've got going on, Lemon Grove is a good bet for a lot of people. And it's actually a delightful little community, but drive the area because block by block, it can really change. Your appreciation is going to show up here with clean, updated homes, usable outdoor space. Those are the ones that tend to go first. Okay, now let's move coastal South Bay to National City, 91950. You come here for access, freeways, downtown, Bayfront redevelopment. Condos and small single-family homes typically are $500,000 to $700,000, among the lowest near downtown, and the typical age is 1940s to 1960s, with some infill construction sprinkled in. There is some active redevelopment corridors, a classic early appreciation indicator that's going on for new construction, and the performance in schools here varies widely, so you're going to want to check that out. It's got urban convenience, errands can be accomplished in mere minutes, and parking matters. So check your area for parking because it is in limited supply in some of these coastal and urban areas. The values are lower here because we do have a lot of older housing stock, infrastructure age, and street to street variation. So check your online sites for that. The appreciation is going to show up when commercial corridors modernize. The values are going to follow. You'll see beautifully renovated homes right next to properties that look like they're still auditioning for a zombie movie. That contrast is exactly why values are more approachable and why your vision will pay off. Okay, let's head back north now. Escondido. It's a big, pretty good sized city actually, with mountain views, wineries, and cooler nights at elevation. Most single family homes land between $700,000 and $1 million depending upon lot and finishes, and they're typically built between the 1960s and the 1980s. Frequently, they have updated kitchens and baths, and there are some infill projects with new construction up there, some master planned pockets north. Many years ago, I had a fabulous client that I had showed a bunch of houses to. She ended up buying new construction in Escondido and selling her home in San Marcos. I'll never forget that because when she showed up at the new construction, they didn't want to work with me and let her partner with me. New construction, generally you have to show up with your agent or they won't allow them to represent you. And she literally sat there and said, I refuse to buy a home unless you let my agent, Jennifer, represent me. So the new construction called me up and said, you better get up here now if you want to represent your client. So remember that if you're looking at new construction and you want to partner or have an agent represent you, which is really a good idea, that you need to bring them with you on the first visit or have them register you with the new builder so that they know you are represented by that agent. Okay, let's get back to our story. Schools in Escondido can be strong with charter and specialty options nearby, but you're going to want to look them up and check them out on great schools. There's safari park weekends, winery tasting, backyard gardening, classic car days. Escondido has got art shows, it's got theater. It is really a thumping community. There's always something to do. You are on the border of fantastic hiking in Escondido. It's terrific, and one of my favorite communities up in Escondido is Hidden Meadows, characterized by typically 1 to 2 acre lots, which, as you know from being on my channel, that's unusual in most communities in San Diego. So if you like Escondido, Hidden Meadows is one of my favorites. Give me a call, we can make a plan. Values in Escondido tend to be a little lower because of distance to the coast, the Job Corps, and the older commercial corridors that it has. The homes near the revitalizing retail nodes and newer schools are the ones that will enjoy the most appreciation. All right, just a little bit west of Escondido is Vista, California, 92082 and 92083, characterized by bigger lots, quirky creativity, and coastal adjacency without coastal pricing. Typically priced between $800,000 and $950,000 for a single family home, Vista offers larger homes, especially compared to coastal neighborhoods, typically built in the 60s to 80s, perfect remodel stock. But it has very, very limited new construction, as we've talked about over and over. There's infill projects that go in up there and a lot of remodel opportunities because Vista does generally offer larger lot sizes that afford for rebuilding or adding accessory dwelling units. For schools, there are several that feed Vista. You're going to want to review the specific programs and do some research on your own. Vista is characterized by farmers markets, breweries, live music patios, and just laid back culture. The values are lower up there because it is not car independent generally, and the housing variation from street to street doesn't make it universally appealing, but your appreciation is going to show up on the brewery corridor, the remodel density, and the ocean commute convenience. Okay, the honest trade-offs. These neighborhoods improve block by block, renovation by renovation, corridor by corridor, not overnight. And that's where value is born. Some streets, they look more finished than others. They have inconsistent curb appeal and have aging infrastructure. None of that is about who lives there. It's about housing stock, zoning history, and renovation cycles. The appreciation logic is that historically, these affordable suburbs appreciate when the coastal prices push buyers outward, which we've seen that happen over the past 2 decades. Renovation activity creates new comps. Commercial corridors modernize the area. ADUs add utility and rental flexibility. Transit access improves. Infill construction signals demand. That's the wave investors surf. So you'll see for housing stock a lot of cosmetic remodel opportunities, original condition kitchens, garage conversions, legal and not so legal, room for accessory dwelling units, and big yards begging for outdoor living. If you can see past the carpet and the paint, your future self will thank you. Buyers who work downtown, UTC, or Sorrento Valley should map rush hour patterns before committing to any of these locations because time is currency. When you visit, you want to look for sound profiles, freeways, trucks, trains, commercial activity, the renovation density. Are you going to lose privacy by infill projects? You want to look at the sidewalk connectivity, the access to amenities such as groceries, gas, and coffee. Nighttime lighting, is there good lighting there? And your errands, how to get to errands. How does your daily life fit into these locations? So, in summary, today we explored 7 San Diego suburbs where your purchasing power stretches. Backyards get bigger, garages matter, hobbies can breathe, renovation pays off, ADUs add value, and appreciation happens block by block. They're not perfect, that's the point. When improvement stacks, equity follows. If you're planning to relocate to San Diego, let's build your search strategy together and save you weeks of driving in circles. Don't hesitate to reach out to me. And thank you so much for staying till the end of my video. All right, that's enough real estate talk for the day. I gotta head down to the local farmer's market and pick up some produce and come back and cook some dinner for my honey. You, on the other hand, should grab that relocation guide or give me a call. Meanwhile, thanks again for staying till the end and stay sunny, San Diego.